This is July 11th, and I'm making some changes to this root bed. Now, this is the one that has the large leafy greens, carrots. It had rutabagas, radishes, more carrots. I noticed that the rutabagas were really starting to overtake the carrots, and so I went ahead and pulled them, even though they're 30 days early. So this is what a purple top rutabaga looks like when it's only been growing for 60 days. It's still going to be edible. I'm going to roast this, and we're going to have this with some chicken tonight. And then this is that du 18 jour radish. As I said, this doesn't grow in a globe shape. It grows like a carrot. And this one has gotten really big, so we're going to roast that up with the chicken tonight too. And I'm going to pull another one that is just taking up too much space because I want to give my carrots some room to breathe, and it is got entangled with the carrot tops here. So this is a red one. So that's what those look like. And they've been in the ground. These radishes have probably been in the ground for about 45 days. Here's another one. This is another white one. So that's 3 radishes that probably should have been pulled about 15 days ago. They're a little past their prime. And then 2 rutabagas that are 30 days early, but will still taste absolutely delicious. And once I pulled them, I was pretty excited because I saw a row that I completely forgot about. I have a row of chives here that I planted at the same time that I planted my rutabaga. And of course, the rutabaga grew up so much faster and so much bigger that my chives got swallowed up in them. But they didn't die. They're still here. And so now they've got full access to the sun, and I should have a whole row of chives coming in. Here's another radish that's been in the ground as long as the others. So I think roasting those for a while will get us the flavor that we want. This one was planted at the same time as the others. Look at that, he did not thrive. That is just a baby guy. Well, we can still cook him. And I'm not sure what's going on with this. If this is a weed or if this is a radish that decided to bolt. So let's see here what's under the dirt. It looks like it could go either way because I've pulled a lot of weeds that had that color underneath the dirt. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull it. I'm not going to let it go to seed. Look at that. It was a radish. I made the wrong choice. So if I had let that finish up and go to seed, I could have collected those seeds rather than buying them again next year. So this is a correction of what I just said about what I pulled in the raised bed. So these are definitely the du 18 jour radishes. I know that for a fact. I remember which of these holes with the greens I planted these radishes, and they have a very distinctive coloring that the Easter egg radishes don't. The Easter egg radishes are multicolored but one solid color. So some will be all this purple color, some will be entirely white. I think there's a third color that's more of a pink. These guys are obviously dual colored. This is the size they should be when they're picked. This is going to taste really good tonight, roasted up with that rutabaga. So I'm thinking the other ones that I picked out of the raised bed, again, that were twice this size and looking really grainy, actually looking like a white carrot or a purple carrot. They were not carrots, they were radishes. So these guys are the right size, and that's what we should be eating. And so I'm gonna come through here and pull the rest because they all went in at the same time. And I don't have that many left anyway. These guys are getting pretty big. So I'm going to pull the rest of these radishes out of this row, and we're going to enjoy those for dinner tonight. I just wanted to wrap up. I did pull everything that was still in the grains here. I planted root vegetables with the sorghum just to do something else with this dirt down here. And this is what I was able to pull. These look really good. Most of them look really good. This is that Easter egger that I was talking about. It's probably just called an Easter egg radish. The chickens are Easter eggers. This is just an Easter egg. See how it's a uniform color. It is a little green on that side, but overall it is a uniform color. This one is white. I haven't noticed any difference in the flavor between the white ones, the red ones, and the pink ones of the Easter egg radishes. I'm curious to see how it compares to these guys. I haven't cooked any of these yet because the Easter eggs are the ones that I planted first. Now, not all of them grew evenly, even though they were all planted at the same time. I got two that look like this. So these guys didn't form, but I went ahead and pulled them anyway. They've all been in the ground at the same time. They really only need to be in the ground for about 30 days. And this is what they should look like when they're pulled. Now I will kind of chop these up. I was trying to think of the word, not slice, but chop these up into uniform pieces. I'll chop up my rutabaga in the same size pieces that I chop these guys up, and I'll roast them with the chicken tonight at probably 425, and they'll roast for the same amount of time as the chicken thighs, and they'll come out a little caramelized. The heat in these radishes will be gone, and you'll be left with that roasted root vegetable sweetness. So if you've never tried that with radishes, I highly recommend it. These guys are going to be really awesome. You can also do that just with a bag of radishes from the store. Chop them up, roast them with some chicken, and I think you'll really enjoy the results.